And the economic recovery does seem to be underway, but inevitably growth isn't shared evenly across the region. As some towns and cities prosper, others lag behind, despite some high-profile attempts at regeneration. So what should be done about those underperforming towns and cities? Well, that's a question posed in a new report. We'll be talking to its author in a moment, but first, Fergus Hewison reports from Ashington in Northumberland.
Ashington is a place like so many others in the region that once revolved around mining and coal, and the ghosts of its past as a former tight-knit pit village are everywhere, including here at the Woodhorn Mining Museum. But that was the past. What about the present and the future? Rebecca and Callum are apprentices at Ashington Community Development Trust. It's a regeneration project focused on arts, employment and housing. Rebecca wants to become an events organiser, Callum a property developer. But will they stay in Ashington when their apprenticeships end?
I hope I can stay in Ashington. I think, there is a lot of potential, so hopefully I can stay, but I possibly might have to move to do what I want to do.
I don't imagine leaving Northumberland or Ashington itself. Since it's one of the least developed areas in comparison to places like London, it would really be more beneficial if people stayed here and tried to help develop the area.
Ashington is facing severe problems, and a recent report made this very clear. The report says Ashington has been on a trajectory of decline. It adds that private sector appetite to invest in Ashington Town Centre has been very limited, and it says there's been a fundamental lack of quality jobs, with some areas of severe deprivation.
Part of our proposal, after the analysis of seeing just how this has severed the town from east to west, is to reopen this road to traffic.
Now Northumberland County Council, through its development company Arch, is investing £74 million into Ashington.
People just will not stay in Ashington if the quality of environment, the quality of employment and the quality of housing isn't here.
The new investment should improve the shops on offer, the housing, the facilities for businesses, and potentially and controversially relocate the council's headquarters from nearby Morpeth to Ashington. And Peter says in order for all of this investment to work, plans to bring rail passenger services to the town currently being considered, and improvements to road links now taking place, are crucial.
That allows us to bring forward major developments which we've already started, high quality leisure provision, new headquarters buildings subject to council approval in September, which should transform the place through a change in the demographic and the spending ability of the community that we stand in.
But some believe pouring cash into places that are struggling doesn't always work. They argue it's throwing good money after bad, and places like Ashington might be better off becoming dormitory towns.
Making it easier for people to get to and from jobs in those booming cities would allow the communities that exist in the older mining towns to remain intact without trying to throw money at the problem of a lack of jobs there. So if we think of these as places that people live, but not necessarily places that people work, we can preserve what's good about these places without possibly kind of ineffectually trying to just throw money at creating jobs in these places.
That idea is firmly rejected by Ashington's MP.
We cannot abandon these places. These are places where we need to give people the buzzword as aspiration, hope. We need to encourage them into work, give them good education, give them the skills that they require in bringing in inward investment to bring in jobs, top quality jobs in the town centres themselves. The town centres themselves need regenerated.
Ashington's past is ever present, but can it shake off the shadows cast by that history and transform itself in the future?
Fergus Hewson reporting. Well, Keith